با اپلیکیشن گیفت از هر جای دنیا که هستین، هر کسی رو که دوست دارین بی بهانه خوشحال کنین.
It's Mandy, Mayish's 2012 Design Star, and this month it's all about romance. We're talking about pinks, we're talking about reds, we're talking about this beautiful red Paris rose, along with these beautiful love callas, and everybody knows if it's a Mandy Majerick original, it's got to have a calla lily in it. I decided for this month I wanted to do a little collection, centerpiece, on a beautiful romantic table. We're going to use these cubes, we're going to leave some callas through, and pave some roses in. I can't wait for you to see the end result. Welcome to our second video in our 2012 Mayish Design Star video series. It's the month of February, and what's on the tips of everybody's tongues except Valentine's Day. So I definitely wanted to choose a really romantic palette for what we're going to present today. We've got shades of pinks, we've got lavenders, we've got beautiful creams, and of course, beautiful, beautiful reds. One of my favorite flowers during this time of year is hydrangea. And when you order from Mayish, one of the things you can get this time of year is a beautiful assorted mixed box of hydrangea. Comes out of New Zealand, but look at that beautiful assortment. It's a wonderful palette of pink. Get into a little bit of the deep purples, and my favorite of this is the candy stripe. The bicolor tones with the whites around the pink petals. So for this paved collection that we're going to do as a centerpiece for a romantic Valentine's dinner, we're going to start off by just doing a quick hand tied with a candy stripe hydrangea. So once this box comes to your door, just like this, from Mayish, beautiful. They are in water tubes, so they have a water source the whole time. They're in transport to your store or your studio. We're going to pull out these candy stripes. Beautiful head size on these. All right. I'm going to take their little water tubes off. And simply just to do a quick hand-tied design in this cube. These are beautiful cubes from Accent Decor. They come in several different colors. For this episode, I chose the different shades of red, fuchsia, and silver. This last hydrangea we're going to get out of the box. Keep all of our candy stripe together. And we're just simply going to take one bloom. And you just lay it over the left side and keep going around in a circle. You're going to layer these guys up. Keep them pretty tight in your hand until it makes a beautiful, beautiful presentation, just like this. A lot of people like to tie their hand ties off different ways. One of the quickest ways, depending on the stem, is using a rubber band. So today, we're just going to simply take a rubber band, go around a couple of times like this, slide it up right underneath the necks of the hydrangea so it holds them really tight in place. Depending on the vessel that you're going to put the hydrangeas in, you want to cut the stems so it just sits on the very top. So I'm going to make these guys a little bit shorter. We're going to set them in place just like that. So that's going to be our hydrangea cube that goes in our whole centerpiece collection. Now we're going to make our calla lily arrangements. This cube has already been pre-packed with wet foam, as well as our little complimentary buddy arrangement, our little companion piece that's going to go with it. So we've prepped our containers. Now we're going to use these beautiful love calla lilies. This is definitely one of Mayish's exclusive flowers. Beautiful. Those of you who know me know that a calla lily is my favorite flower. So I couldn't pass these up, and including them in our Design Star series. The best way to insert a calla lily into wet foam is to take a wood pick, insert it right into the bottom, just like this. Then we're going to take it and insert it at an angle into our foam. Now, most of the time you get a calla lily, it's pretty straight up. If you want to give it this particular bend, you let it sit out room temperature. And what you want to do is simply just caress the stem, and it will eventually break the molecules down to where it gives you a little bit more of that bending shape. That's what we're going to use to let it shelter a lot of our other smaller arrangements. So now we're going to take and insert our calla straight into our foam. Get it in there pretty deep so it has a great water source. Going to do the same thing with our next one. And this one I'm going to cut a little bit shorter. Has a little bit more of a curve to this one. So we're going to add it right into the front, to the foreground. Just like so. I just want it to have a little bit of space in between, not be quite as far out as the other one as well. So now we're going to do a pave technique with some beautiful red roses here. Red Paris is this variety, one of the latest varieties that Mayesh has on the market. And Mayesh is well known for the wonderful rose varieties that they import in. It's one of their best sellers. So we're just going to simply start on the outside. You're going to do your simple lines all the way around. We have these pre-cut about 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to stick them all the way around the exterior, make a complete square. This is a really quick design. Once you teach your designers how to do this, they'll be able to pop them out for you just like that. This is also a great idea for a quick way to do a dozen roses for Valentine's Day if you're a retail store. Just going to stick these. You try to kind of get them on the same plane. Stick one right there in the center. You've got a great little paved collection of these red Paris roses. Now we're going to do the same exact thing in this small companion cube. We're just going to take our roses. Again, start on the outside. These roses are so large, it only really takes about 4 of this variety to fill up this small little cube. Get it deep down into a water source. Make sure you can kind of readjust a little bit to make sure they're all on the same plane. We've already prepped a few of these other arrangements that we're going to use in our beautiful Valentine's Day centerpiece. We've got this wonderful variety of succulent. This is out of Holland, and it is a beautiful dinner plate succulent. If you call one of your Mayesh sales representatives and you want this particular thing to come to your door, you want to ask for the dinner plate size succulent. Simply, these don't have to have a water source, so all I've done is just simply picked a size appropriate cube, sit it right on the top. You can't see inside, so it sits flush right on the plane of the container. We've also used some wonderful artichokes. These are baby burgundy variety. As you can see here, we just simply paved these in. A little bit different levels, but the tightness of the artichokes. I love the color of the artichoke. I love that it has a little bit of the green and that deep, deep burgundy purple. This is going to make a beautiful Valentine's Day centerpiece. You can't really enjoy these individual pieces until you see them presented as a collection. Who wouldn't love to dine at this table with several of your closest friends?
با اپلیکیشن گیفت از هر جای دنیا که هستین، هر کسی رو که دوست دارین بی بهانه خوشحال کنین.